Good evening, everyone. This is CA Sumit Garg, and today I am here to present before you the possible effect of GST, which is leading to the litigations in the future. I am presenting my video having title GST litigation: the future of India, and I am presenting this video in association with CA Simplified, Mr. Ashu Chokani. What is the litigation? If in simple terms I present the litigation, that means the process of taking a case to the court of law so that a judgment can be made. As per the recent survey, 9.46 lakh crore is held up in the tax litigation itself, and which is almost the 9 times monthly GST collection. The source is moneycontrol.com. And now we consider why litigation take place. So first reason is existence of unsettled law like GST. GST law has been implemented in hurry, and even professionals feel uncomfortable in applying its provision. It is very difficult for the professionals to apply all its provisions in one go. It's hit and trial method. Inactiveness of the regulatory authorities like CBIC. Inactiveness may be the another reason for the litigation. However, in GST, it seems that the government is very proactive in tackling the issues, thereby issuing the relevant notifications, circulars, order, etc. on timely basis. Government is trying hard to remove each and every difficulties in implementation of the GST. Inefficient implementation officer. Jurisdictional officers in the GSTs are not working efficiently or rather properly, and there are several cases lying where taxpayers are feeling molested, like cancellations, refund, etc. Years has passed and the cancellations are still pending. Refunds have not been issued. These are the three major reasons, according to me, which leads to litigation. Present areas of the litigations. Non-implementation of the taxpayer friendly changes like interest on the net liability, availability of PMT 9, etc. It has been seen that though the interest on the net liability has been confirmed by the GST Council that interest should be charged on the net liability, but still no notification has been issued in this regard. Further, availability of PMT 09. PMT 09 is a form which allows us to interchange head, but till now PMT 09 has not been made active on the GST portal. GSTR 2A availability, data accuracy and reconciliation thereof. GSTR 2A are available on the GST portal monthly. However, option should be enabled for yearly downloading as well. Data accuracy and reconciliation thereof. And since no date of updation is present in the GSTR 2A form, it is very difficult for the professionals to reconcile the GSTR 2A with the GSTR 3B credit. Clarification through informal channels like tweets, press release, etc. Heavy penalties like detention of conveyance and goods both in the transit. In GST law, it has been provided that while checking if anything found incorrect or insufficient, then along with the goods, conveyance may also be detained, which is very dangerous provision. E-way bill blocking and unblocking linked with the return filing. If there is a default in filing the return, then you will also default in issuing the e-way bill, and for which the separate penalty will be levied. It has been seen that anti-profiting laws are very difficult to implement, and further you have to prove to the authorities that anti-profiting laws has been implemented. Recent provisions like registration after the physical verification only, refund in ITC ledger itself, restrictions of zero rated supplies of goods for refund purposes. These are another areas for the litigations. Registration has been made mandatory after physical verification in case Aadhaar authentication doesn't go through. refund in ITC ledger itself. Now the refund will be in ITC ledger proportionate to the outward liability. Hence now in cash there will be a less refund. Restrictions of zero rated supplies of goods for refund purpose. While calculating the refund for zero rated supplies of goods, the amount for the supplies has been restricted in comparison to the domestic turnover. Credit reversal based on the exempt supplies, non-payment of invoice, mismatch, etc., which imposes calculation issues. Increasing list of reverse charge services like security agency, renting of motor vehicles. Government is keen to collect the tax as early as possible. Hence, it is increasing the reverse charge services. Technical glitches at each point of time from registration to annual return to cancellation, etc., which leads to extension of the time limit, waiver of the late fees, etc. At each point, starting from the registration, taxpayers are feeling technical glitches and there is no solution at all. TCS provisions on e-commerce operator has been recently introduced at the rate of 1%, which leads to additional blockage of capital for the taxpayer. And since the economy is working on e-commerce platform, huge capital is blocked in the form of TCS. Conclusion. Though GST was implemented with a view to reduce the tax litigation in comparison to earlier laws, however, above areas and government greed to collect the taxes as early as possible has pushed this tax system in a black hole where only the tax litigation will be a way forward to come out. Contra judgments by the various high courts on the same issue and non-applicabilities of our judgments on each and every taxpayer have already given an idea of the future litigations to come. It would be interesting to see, given the controversial rulings from the various high courts, how these present GST law will shape up and how the government and the judiciary will be able to address the challenges in time-bound manner. Future seems to be in litigation. Thank you so much.